What if I told you that the man who built one of the world's largest e-commerce empires was once rejected from KFC, along with 29 other jobs? Jack Ma's story will completely change how you think about failure. But here's the twist that nobody talks about. His biggest rejection wasn't from a job interview. It was something far more personal, and it happened just months before he discovered the internet. Stay with me, because what happens next will blow your mind. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we dive deep into the untold stories of the world's most successful entrepreneurs. Today, we're uncovering the incredible journey of Jack Ma, from English teacher to billionaire. But before we start, do me a favor, hit that like button if you're ready to be inspired, and subscribe for more amazing success stories. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming up. Picture this. It's 1988 in Hangzhou, China. A young Jack Ma walks into his fourth job interview of the week. He's 5 feet 4 inches, skinny, and what he later described as not handsome. The interviewer takes one look at him and says, "You're not suitable for this job." This wasn't unusual for Jack Ma. In fact, it was becoming a pattern. He was rejected from job after job, including a position at KFC. Yes, the same KFC where he would later joke that he was the only person they wouldn't hire. But here's where it gets interesting. Each rejection wasn't just a no. It was often brutal. Employers would tell him he wasn't smart enough, wasn't good-looking enough, wasn't qualified enough. Fast forward to 1994. Jack Ma is now working as an English teacher, earning just $12 a month. Life is stable, but not exciting. Then something happens that changes everything. He gets his first glimpse of the internet during a trip to America. But here's the part that most people don't know. Jack Ma didn't just stumble upon the internet by accident. He was actually there as a translator for a Chinese company, and the business deal fell through. He was essentially stranded in America with barely any money. That's when a friend showed him this thing called the World Wide Web. Jack Ma's first search? Beer. The results showed beers from every country except China. His second search? China. Almost nothing came up. In that moment, Jack Ma saw something that would make him billions. A massive opportunity hiding in plain sight. But when he returned to China and tried to explain the internet to people, they thought he was crazy. Investors laughed at him. Friends avoided him. Even his wife thought he'd lost his mind. But Jack Ma had a secret weapon that we'll reveal in just a moment. First, let me know in the comments. Have you ever had an idea that everyone thought was crazy? I read every single comment. Here's where the story gets really interesting. In 1999, Jack Ma gathered 17 friends in his apartment. He had no money, no connections, and no technical background. But he had something more powerful, a vision. He told his friends about his plan to create an online marketplace that would connect Chinese manufacturers with buyers around the world. The room was silent. Then someone asked, "Jack, what's the internet?" This is the moment that separates dreamers from doers. Jack Ma could have given up right there. Instead, he made a promise that seemed impossible. He would build the world's largest e-commerce company. But here's the twist I promised you earlier. Jack Ma's secret weapon wasn't his business skills or his technical knowledge. It was something much simpler, yet incredibly rare. He had learned to see rejection not as failure, but as valuable feedback. Every no he received taught him something new. Every door that closed showed him which direction not to go. By the time he started Alibaba, he had collected 30 rejections like trophies, and each one had made him stronger. The early days of Alibaba were brutal. The team worked 16-hour days in a small apartment. They had no air conditioning in the summer and no heating in the winter. Investors still said no. Competitors had bigger budgets and better technology. But Jack Ma had learned something from all those rejections. Persistence beats perfection every time. While his competitors focused on building the perfect product, Jack Ma focused on building relationships with customers. He would personally email every single customer who signed up. He would stay up all night answering questions. He treated every small business owner like they were the most important person in the world. And slowly, something magical started happening. Word spread. More businesses joined. The platform grew. And by 2005, something incredible happened. Yahoo invested $1 billion in Alibaba, valuing the company at $4 billion. But the real breakthrough came in 2014, when Alibaba went public on the New York Stock Exchange. The IPO raised $25 billion, the largest IPO in history at that time. Jack Ma, the man who couldn't get hired at KFC, was now worth over $25 billion. But here's what makes Jack Ma's story truly remarkable. It's not about the money. It's about what he did with those 30 rejections. Most people let rejection defeat them. Jack Ma let rejection teach him. He learned that every no was just one step closer to a yes. He learned that failure wasn't the opposite of success. It was the foundation of success. Today, Alibaba processes more transactions than Amazon and eBay combined. It's created millions of jobs and transformed how business is done in China and around the world. But Jack Ma never forgot where he came from. He once said, "If you want to be successful, learn from other people's mistakes. If you want to be really successful, learn from your own mistakes." So the next time someone tells you no, remember Jack Ma. Remember that rejection isn't personal, it's just information. Remember that the only real failure is giving up. What's your biggest takeaway from Jack Ma's story? Drop it in the comments below. I genuinely want to know. And if this video inspired you, smash that like button and subscribe for more incredible success stories. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Remember, your next rejection might just be the stepping stone to your greatest success. Until next time, keep pushing forward.